the biggest thing I think that I took away from it is that they were trying to showcase that new refreshed line, and the boys showed up and did their thing. They only allowed 3 sacks, and those were kind of special situations, But overall, I mean, Tyler Guyton, he did his thing. Cooper Beebe led the helm, and did his thing, and really showed his value and his worth. And you could tell within the running game, like unlike last year, we were getting hit in the backfield as soon as like the handoff. This time, these boys getting 1 or 2 yards, before they even get touched. That's kind of, a remnants of how we used to be back in the day when Travis Frederick was there. Welcome to another session with them Dennis Boyz on this Whiskey Wednesday. You got your boy B.
Debo.
EJ.
We'll start out talking about this big ass contract that gets signed for $240 million. It's a grip. 231 guarantee, 80 million signing bonus. All these are records. So that's a major thing right there. That's generational wealth. What y'all guys think about it?
I'll let you go first, Dad.
I mean, it was basically a contract that he was going to get regardless of who gave it to him. I think we could have avoided a lot of distraction by going ahead and getting it out of the way if they knew they were going to give it to him anyway, which by all designs it seemed like that. But, Jerry still has to do his make them wait thing. I think that's a fetish of his. He has to make certain people wait to get paid. But I'm just glad it got done and it's over.
True that.
Well, how I think about it is, I guess, like you said, it was the inevitable, I guess. I didn't want to accept it. I guess the only way I will accept it if you go out there and actually win us a Super Bowl. So, Dak, you better win us a Super Bowl with all that money. And I ain't trying to hear none of that. So, congratulations.
Yeah, man, you can't hate on that, man.
Congratulations to you and the family.
All right.
True. Yeah.
What brother name? What the brother name?
What's that boy name?
Tad.
Yeah, Tad. Don't forget to break Tad off. Tad is your biggest supporter. Make sure Tad gets a little. You break him off a little bit because he worked hard for that money.
Yeah, I mean he's been above average. He's been doing his thing in regular season. Been one of the best quarterbacks, man. So it's the going rate. So he was next in line. It was inevitable. If they wanted to keep him, they had to get that done. So I mean that's the bottom line of it. So it is what it is. He our quarterback. Like you said, all we gotta do is root for him. Thinking he's the leader of our team. So in order for us to succeed, he has to succeed.
Y'all know I'm one of Dak's biggest supporters, but I really honestly don't think any one person is worth that much money.
Not at all.
But it is what it is in terms. The league sets the standards, and they follow the standards if you want to keep it. I guarantee. Well, we already know if he went somewhere else, he was going to get the same money. So it's not, we've got him. We've had success. 3 consecutive years of 12 wins or more. That's nothing to shake a stick at. So I'm just glad it's over. Bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's a flawed system when it comes to this pay system. So it just, next man up. And if you had a decent career, your team's been successful, you're going to get your money. So That's just what it is. And it's the hardest position in sports. So it does take a lot of responsibility, especially as a Dallas Cowboys quarterback to sit up there.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure,
man. And you got to play the politics game. So that's a big part of being it, so.
And if he being paid for that, hey, he's top of the line because I got to give it to him. He plays it from the tee.
Agreed.
He plays good. He plays it real good. So.
Agreed. Well, enough of that. Let's go to this game. How y'all feel about this this victory that we got this weekend? It wasn't how I expected to go as far as the visual and the flow of it, but 33-17, how it looked, we dominated that game, man, in probably every aspect and every phase of the game. What y'all thought about it?
Go ahead, Debo.
Like Dad said, man, a lot of people didn't pick us to win. I was very iffy. I was on the line because CeeDee Lamb didn't practice and he had to catch up to speed on everything new that was going on and trying to get the timing down. And well, offensively they started out hot. After that, they kind of pumped the brakes a little bit. Defense held it down, did what they did, and special teams was looking special. So at the end of the day, good victory. So I ain't got no complaints.
Yeah, I really, to be honest with you, and I think I stated it to you guys earlier, I didn't really have a expectation of that game because honestly, we didn't know what we had. We know we didn't get any free agents. Well, I take that back. We did know what we had because we had the same players basically, with a few exceptions that we had last year. So it just came down to a matter of whether you had the confidence that they could do the job. And we were all pleasantly surprised by what we saw, especially defensively. I mean, they were laying the wood out there. It was busting some ass. So, we definitely look forward to seeing more of that. And but overall, I was pleased with the outcome. It was a good game to watch and enjoy. And I hope we have like 16 more of them.
I feel you on that. Yeah, it'll be all right, man. You really didn't have no expectations because of the iffiness of the offseason and whatnot. But the good thing is most of the guys are homegrown and we built within. But the biggest thing I think that I took away from it is that they were trying to showcase that new refreshed line. And the boys showed up and did their thing. They only allowed 3 sacks, and those were kind of special situations, But overall, I mean, Tyler Guyton, he did his thing. Cooper Beebe led the helm, and did his thing and really showed his value and his worth. And you could tell within the running game, like, unlike last year, we were getting hit in the backfield as soon as like the handoff. This time, these boys getting 1 or 2 yards, before they even get touched. That's kind of, a remnants of how we used to be back in the day when Travis Frederick was there.
Right.
So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it looked like Dak was sharing the wealth when it came, to passing the ball around. Of course, CeeDee's going to lead the charge in touches or whatnot. But everybody else was, was involved and in the mix. Cooks got him a touchdown. Ferguson had a couple of touches here and there until he went out. So it was
I think the offense coordinator was trying to keep it very vanilla based off of how the game started and how the game. You can see how the Browns wasn't moving the ball, so I think he was trying to keep it vanilla, try to keep as much off of tape that you can, so you'll be able to stretch it out throughout the year. So it was a great game, man. Great game plan.
And yeah, give him props again to the offensive line because when you got a monster like Cleveland had on the other side of that ball, I mean, he can just kill a game for you. And I think he only got through like once. So props to that O-line for keeping him out of there. And I mean, it was I watched that one-on-one effort. Everybody was helping out. He had no place to turn, basically. I know it's frustrating for him because he's not used to that. But, I applaud them for that because, I mean, that's huge.
It is, man. Big time. But, I mean, he also didn't allow Dak to really have to dominate the game as well. He was 19 for 32 for 179 yards. That's telling right there. We rushed the ball for 25 times for 102 yards.
That's the big part right there, that rushing. and the combination of running backs we had, what do you call it, running back by committee, as you said, it worked for us, and I mean, you had fresh backs out there, all of them capable of breaking something at any time. You kept the defense on their toes because they didn't know who's going to run. They all have different rushing styles. So, it was a good move. I applaud the coaches for calling the game that they did.
Right. And I think that's the biggest thing. I think coaching is really shining now. Defensively, that's a whole nother level right there. We're going to get to that. But offensively, man, it looked like they try to, like Debo was saying, they kept it simple. Like, if the defense can't stop you from running and just doing the simple things, why show more than you have to? You know what I'm saying? So that was telling right there in itself. I mean, we only had 295 yards total, I think, for the whole game. So 265. I'm sorry, I oversold that. But that's a compliment to the full spectrum of the whole team contributing to that victory.
But we kept them off balance. They didn't know what to expect. The play calling was almost flawless, to be honest with you. I mean, they really called some good plays. And it didn't allow the defense to be able to get comfortable in any kind of way because they didn't know how we was coming at. They can dunk on this one, we can run over you on this one, we hit you on the out over here. I mean, we spread the ball around. Oh man, that was a piece of work.
Yeah, I mean, we did so well on offense that this will probably be the worst game Myles Garrett has all year, and that says a lot. He's still going to be one of the players you talk about, defensive player of the year at the end of the year. So that tells you a lot about our young offensive line.
Shout out to Tyler Guy.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah. But receiver-wise, CD, like I said, he led with 10 targets, 5 catches, 61. Brandon Cooks had 7 targets, 4 catches for 40. That's a positive sign right there. He's getting increased.
Real positive.
Hey, CD might have had more handoffs than the running backs.
He had 3 for 25 yards. That was good.
Like he had more.
True. For sure. But yeah, man, I thought Tobin would have got more touches. He only got 2 targets for 1 catch for 12 yards.
I don't think he's getting open.
Brooks, huh?
I don't think he's getting open.
It don't like that was even looking his way like that though.
I mean, because you already know where he's looking first. And number two is Cooks, of course. And then before Ferguson went down, Ferguson, you got to work him in there too. So
true. He had 5 targets, 3 catches.
I mean, if you think about it, that's an area we have to improve in. I mean, we have to find these receivers, that open regardless of whether they 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever. We have to get them involved in the game. That only makes us better as a team when we can spread the ball around a little bit more. I was really surprised not to see Flournoy in the mix because he had such a good first game. I thought we'd see a little bit more of him, but hey, we have another game coming up, so it's not a bad thing.
So hey, you might get
not a bad thing. They didn't catch him on tape,
Right. Keep him on tape as long as possible.
Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and jump over to the defense and see what you guys think about that performance.
Hey, defense, man. It's a beautiful sight. Let me just say that. Because from the pass rush to we have a rookie corner to Diggs shutting down the fast receiver, which I'd have thought they would have flip-flopped, but it makes sense. Carson's paid attention more to detail in terms of receiver. He's not really the fast guy. But look what he did to Mark Cooper. That is impressive. That is the most impressive thing I've seen. Most cornerbacks get cooked, and I'm talking veterans. So
yeah, Coop 1-1. You know how I feel about Coop. Coop 1-1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
even though Watson did miss him on a few.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And Watson missed a lot of people.
But that's a knock to the offensive line and our defensive rush.
Our defensive line, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to say this about the defense. When you're having dinner every night, whoever prepared that meal, that's the one that allowed you to enjoy it. And the one that prepared that meal for us was Zimmer.
Right.
I'm an old fan, from way back. So I remember when he was with the Cowboys, and he has the same approach, the same rigid toughness, the same desire to win, the everything that you can to motivate his players, and you could see it out there. You could see the difference. We had a great defense last year. I anticipate us having a greater one this year based on attitudes alone. You know, he's a good teacher. They're absorbing, they love him, and they did a great job. We were everywhere. Carson was doing a good job. Lawrence was doing a good job. We had some fill up the middle with Kendrick. The linebacker play. I mean, you know, y'all know we've been missing.
We haven't seen that in a couple years.
We haven't seen that in a while. That linebacker.
If they're featured in this defense, like they really pop throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it was. Let me say this. I was mad all the way up because, you know, the Dak contract thing. I was mad all the way up until I seen the defense come on the field. And you just saw the energy. The energy is different. You see the disguises and the defense that Zimmerman's putting out on the field. Like, it's going to be some very confused people. So I can't even judge Deshaun Watson based off of that game. Because, I mean.
A lot of people are, though.
Hey.
A lot of people are.
The kind of looks that we was putting on that and that defense, like, I'll be looking like with a blank stare too. Like, what is going on?
You don't know where to go. Everything.
Man. Hey, there was a point in that game that I was feeling sorry for Watson, man.
Right. I mean, we literally touched him probably every play. Like, he went to the sideline looking at coach like, man, you don't. You know, you catching your speech off like, you're like, man, you don't. Right. You don't see this, like, you know, like.
Man,
that's Zimmerman's scheme, bro. Like, I've been hearing people talking more and more about it, how he disguises stuff, man. He be showing everybody in the box, and then you don't know who the hell about the bail. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That can really trip up a quarterback.
Hey, he must have looked like a piece of meat to them pit bulls because they was on him, man. He couldn't turn. No, everywhere he turned, somebody was there. He was in a box the whole night, which means we also dominated that offensive line too. So,
right.
Big
so when I seen that, I was no longer mad. I was just like, man, look, Dak, just don't turn the ball over. Let your defense do what they do. Let your special teams, you know what I'm saying, make special plays here and there, man, and everything else gonna take care of itself. Just take care of the ball.
For sure.
Gonna make you look good.
For sure. When you play in that league, man, it changes everything because that amplifies Micah's impact. If you get us a lead and Micah can goddamn just straight rust that passer, it changes everything.
For sure.
The secondary looks relaxed out there. They played. I mean, they had their job. It wasn't easy, but it was about as close to easy as you could get because they were getting so much pressure up front. All they had to do is sit there and wait to play catch. You know, I think we missed a lot of opportunities that we should have taken advantage of. But, you know, we got some turnovers.
And I got to give it to Tank. I want to give him a special shout out just for looking still young, man. He still look like he in his prime. Like, seriously.
He's still hungry. He looks still hungry.
Right.
And that's a big difference.
I applaud that.
Yeah, Tank one of the ones, man. He a cornerstone guy, man. He's been a great franchise player for us, man. And I hope he can continue to keep playing, man. He's been healthy for us through the last few years, man. I haven't seen him miss any games at all. And he's, of course, you know, the impact is, they don't always show up in the stat book, but you know the impact.
Oh, yeah. And it's crazy because, man, he's been more healthy being older than he was young. So I guess he figured out the formula. So that's a good plus for
his body, man. He's cut up and stuff, man. He's built right. He built his body right, man. And it's a good look.
His whole mentality is different. It's a lot more mature man now. And you could tell it by how he reacts, how he talks. He's a different person now, you know. And he's still, you know, because he's always making laugh, always have something funny to say. But he's about that business now, and he's letting you know it.
I want to, point out Nealon. Nealon had a good game as well. He flashed. Kalen Carson. That's probably what the biggest magnifying glass from this game, man.
Right.
But he passed the test, man. Like he had a tough matchup that was going at him early, man, and then she got cut real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him his props, man. I think we're in good hands, man, until Bland gets back.
And then don't even. Yeah, you said one then, man. We ain't got Bland out there. So I'm saying,
Bland out there. You forgot all about him, didn't you?
You know, like you got Bland out there. You got Jay Lou looking. Oh my God, Jay Lou like he's still in his bag too. Something. Hey,
man, Jay Lou was on it, boy. Hey, I was really
always on. I can't tell y'all, man.
They might have to come out with a special package with them boys on the field at the same time. Because I mean, we got some talent in that cornerback room. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
That secondary room deep.
But shoot, how about the biggest problem that we've been having for the last few years, man? We kept them under 100 yards rushing as a team. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun had 40 yards of it.
Because the linebackers were plugging that hole. They were filling that gap. They were going up in there, meeting them at the line. We weren't doing that. That's what we were missing.
Overshown, man.
Everybody was killing our linebackers before. You know, it's a big difference.
Well, that boy Overshown.
Yeah, that boy
lightning.
We've been waiting for him to hit the field, and he finally showed up and showed out like we expected.
Yeah, how about that boy Donovan Wilson?
Oh yeah, Donovan has.
He always do his thing. When he healthy, he do his thing.
That boy was laying that wood out there. He about that business, man. He ain't playing around.
Oh, he finally healthy because last year he was kind of quiet last year, but it was a good sign.
He had a nagging injury last year.
He had last 2 years he's nagging injuries.
Yeah,
true. I hope he finally
we saw before last year or the year before that, we saw what he was capable of.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, he gave flashes even coming up as a rookie. We saw what he had the potential to be. Now he is that guy.
That's why he got that bag.
Yeah, exactly.
That boy play like he on Madden 25. I'm trying to say he's smacking everything.
Yeah. I know his mom. I know she's happy right about now.
Oh,
Met her down there in Shreveport, Louisiana, at a casino.
Mm-hmm.
So she's happy now. She's proud of her boy. She should be.
Now she ain't playing them low numbers no more.
Hey, she definitely ain't doing no casino cashier no more.
Nah.
Anybody else?
Yes, sir. Man.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, man, everything looked good, man. With that OD line looked impactful. Secondary, once the front seven doing anything, the back end a lot of picks this year. A lot of picks this year. This last phase is special teams, man. It was a lot of good things in special teams, man. Especially with Turpin finally got him one. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get more this year for sure. Punt and kickoff return.
Man, especially where that kickoff is set up. That kickoff is set
that's
up.
His thing.
That's boy. That just opens it up for him.
That's where he came from. He came from that style of ball. That is his format. That's why he's gonna get a couple more.
Yeah,
and that was just a punt
really
return.
Yeah.
Right. So he's gonna be around for a lot more years for us.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aubrey.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
That man.
Hey, what you gonna say?
That man can kick the field. Literally. All you gotta do is he can literally kick a 70. I want to say for the playoffs, but he literally can kick a 70-yard field goal. That is.
I'd be real comfortable with him out there for game one.
Like, man, listen, this is such a special talent that he's going to probably make it the norm depending on how long he stick around.
Yeah, I'm
really seriously. Yeah. Like, either that or you're going to pay him a lot or pay him a lot of money.
And you're going to be well worth it, too, because, like, bro, he kicking that thing down the middle. No matter how far it is. Like,
ain't not coming near no crossbars. It ain't no near misses. Boy, you putting that thing down.
It really look like he's kicking for perfection, though, for real. And you can see the focus, even when he went out there for that 66-yard field goal, bro. They call it timeouts and all that stuff. He's still looking at that field goal like, I don't care what y'all got going on, bro. I'm locked in. I'm about to kick this thing right down the gut.
Man,
right.
That's crazy.
Hey, that was a godsend right there, boy. He can win a game by himself.
Chris crazy because
he can win a game by himself, and he may have to Might come down to him in the defense one year.
You remember when we first picked him up, we was like, because he was everywhere. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, this might not be it. But then he'll show you he can kick that far. Then you be all right. Then he go and miss a couple. But all right, man, I don't know. And that next year he flourished. So it was like, let's see what you really can do. That man, look, he done took off ever since. Took off ever since.
Yeah, they need to pay him early.
Your sister had him in fantasy. Your sister had him in fantasy. She got 25 points.
She beat me alone by the kicker alone.
Oh, you
And the Cowboys defense beat me. They had 50 points.
She picked him up just before I was going to get him too.
Yeah, that was it. I was looking at each number down the line. I was beating her in every category: quarterback, receiver, running back. I'm like, how did I lose? Got to the bottom, kicker, defense. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
50 points.
Crazy.
Well, she had Cowboy defense too, didn't she?
Yeah, they had 28 points, and then the kicker had 22.
Yeah, that's a bad day.
Them to give you half your team points, you ain't gonna lose.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's a bad day.
That's crazy.
And I told you I had the tight end, Ajoku. Did I tell you that?
That was really a bad day for you.
Right. So it's all good though.
All good, man. But overall, man, it was a good victory. It looked different. Everything, I think, looked different. All phases did look different, which is a good thing. Everything looked more fundamentally sound. The energy was number one for me. The guys looked refreshed. They look more dedicated, more locked in. You know what I'm saying? With especially with Zimmer on that defense side of the ball. Them boys look A1. And then having a good, fresh offensive line on the deep offensive side of the ball, man, that changed the whole energy of an offense, man, because that allows you to do anything you want to do. And when you can run the ball as efficient as we did, we're going to be hard to handle.
Man, they have given us that breath of fresh air every time we've done this. Got a new lineman or a couple, and it's just like, man, I'm glad I let the other guy go. You know what I'm saying? People like Doug Free, when we let them go, it's a good feeling, bro. Like I said, two rookies, a second-year guy. We probably have to replace Martin, but still probably can go for another couple years. Like, man, look, hey, we got something good going, man. Defense young.
You know what? I'm happy. Glad that first one went well. That's just one. We won our first game last year. We want to be doing the same thing come January in the same manner. I know we're going to lose some games. I think as long as we're in contention, I just think we need to beat the people that we really got to beat, like the Eagles and Washington and Giants. Yeah, but I think that we'll put ourselves, because we got. Don't make no bones about it. We got a tough schedule now. We got a juggernaut of.
The first quarter of the season is the one.
Before we wrap this up, though, I would like to ask y'all, what is your prediction on our record for the year?
Let's see.
Just before the season get going. So we already got one game out the way. You got to see what we got going. You see how the defense look. I'd like to see what y'all think.
Looking at how we won this past game and how it looked, we didn't win it traditionally how we win games like that, which is usually offensively dominated. That's a very, very encouraging sign. This might kind of nullify Dak's impact on the team and his winning, because if you're winning dominating all the other phases, quarterback, like you said earlier, just don't have to make mistakes. You continue to run the ball. If the running game is going, stick with it. Don't abandon it. You know what I'm saying? True. So I think we stick to that, man. I can really see us getting at least 10 wins. We should I think 10 and 7, maybe 11. We could possibly even get 12. I really can't really say how legit it is until after I see us after the first 6 games. After the first 6 games, I'm gonna give you a solid ass prediction.
Okay.
Well, my tilt on this is slightly different than yours. I'm of the mindset that Dak is going to become the 240 million quarterback that we paid for. I'm thinking that this is going to be his year to show some special stuff, and his evolution into the mature quarterback of, I think this is his 8th or 9th year that he should be. I think this is going to be his year, which is great for us. I say all that to say that in terms of prediction, I'm hoping for at least another 12-5 season. But I'll take an 11-6 season, which is probably what I'll stick with based on the schedule.
Okay. It's crazy because I feel like y'all shot a little lower than how I feel. And on my high end of this situation, and I guess y'all looking at the schedule or what we got going, but how I'm looking at it is the defense looks very special. Even with adding in the factors of, we're going to have some injuries here and there. Dak, he's going to have some hiccups. But like you said, we got the experience. And now it got to be our time, bro. It has to be our time. So I'm going 13-4. 13. We're going to win 13 games.
Man, that sounds good.
and that's on that. No, seriously, like that, and that's. I can't even go lower than that. 13 games. I can't even see anything less. Seriously,
man. We got a tough road, bro. One of the toughest schedules I seen we had in a good little minute.
We had a tough man. Look, we done had the last 2 seasons. We really had some tough schedules, and we stood up. And still won 12 games now.
I'm gonna let y'all tell me. I'm gonna call out a team. Y'all say win or lose. Keep track of the wins. All right. Saints. Well, we already got one, so Saints.
That's a dub.
Brandon.
That's a dub.
I agree with that. Ravens.
That's a dub. They don't know how to use Derrick Henry.
They ain't got no receivers. I'm gonna keep that.
Another dub.
Dub.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna detract on that one. Giants.
Big dub.
Blowout. Both times. I'm gonna put that down twice.
Right.
Steelers.
Dub.
I go dub on that too. Lions.
That's gonna be a good game.
I'm a
question mark. I'm question mark.
Home or away gonna determine that for me.
It's home.
I'm gonna say L on that one. I'm gonna keep an L on that one. That's a good L.
I do an L too. That's just question mark L, I guess, because they can go either way on that one.
It can. They're a good team.
I'm gonna go dub on that.
Man, go ahead.
And I didn't go dub on the Ravens.
Oh yeah, you said
Ravens.
Yeah, I had an L down for the Ravens. I'm gonna go dub on that one. 49ers.
We're gonna beat that. We owe the 49, man. We're gonna beat them. I'm gonna say we're gonna beat the 49.
I'm gonna say L until we play them in the playoffs.
No, we're gonna beat them. We're gonna be in the regular season first. See, I don't know.
Nah, L.
I'm gonna take an L on that one.
Yeah, I'll take the L too.
All right, I'll be a lone star on that one.
Falcons.
That's a big dub.
Yeah,
that's the biggest dub ever.
I thought what you call it a little better than that. Kirk Cousins, man, but
no, he's been looking how he's been looking. He just had Justin Jefferson. Let's not get it twisted.
That's a great point, sir. Great point.
Eagles.
We'll split. Split.
I'll agree with that.
You know what? I take that back. We might not split.
They got
it'll be up to that. It'll be up to that whether we beat them or not.
Just pick one.
I say split. I stay split, but if that dominates, we'll win because they corners young. Very.
Are they gonna beat us? Are they gonna beat us at home, or we're gonna win at home?
I think we hold
win at home and lose in Philly.
All right. I put that one down for an L.
Both
2 L.
Oh, I didn't get.
Oh, you're going down. You're going one at a time. Okay, I got
going down one at a time. Y'all the ones jumping all over the place.
Oh my bad. Try to help you out.
Texans.
That's a good one.
We at home in that game, so I'm gonna give us them now. I don't think I'm gonna give because of experience. I think we'll win now.
I took a dub on that.
I took an L on that.
That's reasonable.
Commanders.
Dub. Both times.
All right, Giants. We already said dubs. Bengals.
Dub.
I say dub. We
They ain't got Joe Mixon gone.
Dallas. Playing them in Dallas.
Mixon is gone. It's a wrap.
They ain't using when they had him though.
What you going, brother? We're going L or W, brother.
If you ain't got no run game, you dead, man.
We at home, so I'm gonna give that dub.
Panthers. Sorry, you need to.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel
Buccaneers
bad already.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers at home.
Dub.
Yeah.
I don't care if we was in where they play. Dub.
Eagles at Philadelphia.
That's the L.
That's the L.
Yeah, we might be sitting by now. All the damn wins y'all got here, we might be sitting.
It's a W for me. It's a W for me.
I told y'all 13 wins, so I can't keep saying.
We always do good late in the season against the Eagles at them. We always do good. So
that's real. Finale, you already know. Gonna put that.
Y'all already.
And that's pending if Saquon and AJ Brown stay healthy.
So what we got, Brandon? Commanders was the last one. Y'all got a dub on that.
Dub. I told you dub both times.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, we sitting at about 13-3 though, for real.
They got our leftovers.
You know, you got to be more than 13-3, bro.
Oh yeah, well that's what I got end up coming with. But y'all 14-2 then.
14-3.
I'm 14-3. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with it.
Dang.
I say 13, but now that you read down the list, I'm at 14 now.
I'm comfortable where I'm at.
That boy real confident, man.
Defense win games.
Weekend right here.
But you still got to score to win.
Defense win games and championships. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Gotta carry their load though. I don't know, man. I hope
man,
so, man. It sounds good.
That just gotta not turn the ball over. That's all you gotta do.
I feel you.
Everything else is gonna take care of itself. I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, defense gonna get even better when Bland get back. Hopefully, bar no other injuries. Hopefully, Ferguson get back in the mix. But I think we straight at tight end anyway. Steven should be back. I don't think he hurt too bad anyway, so we should be all right. That might be right.
Hey man,
14.
When opportunity knock, you get a little healthy.
That's real. Schoonmaker, he got a time to shine now. So
right.
We'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. But we're gonna watch it all the way through and through. But on that note, we're gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate everything y'all do. But till next time.
Next time.